Hello shooters, I'm Ken Burdick from Southern Tier Precision in Alfred, New York. Also match director with the Finger Lakes Precision Series out of Western New York, and Team Zeiss shooter. I've been a PRS shooter for 7 years now and a match director since 2020. We're just going to go over really quick the 1022 and some of the mistakes that I've made, that I've seen other people make. Having accidental discharges and negligent discharges, really just through finger manipulation, and show you how to avoid that if you're shooting a 1022 at a match. It'll make it safer, this whole sport safer for everybody, and make it so you don't have to ND and get a 0 for the match. All right, happens to the best of us, but let's not have it happen to you, right? So first things first, finger manipulation. At the last match this happened to me on, which happened to be the national match, I was not using hot hands, and it was less than 50 degrees out. If it's gonna be less than 50 degrees, great idea to have hot hands going so you are able to feel your fingers. On the stage I DQ'd on, I was really not able to feel my fingers, and that was one of the main issues that I had, and probably the main reason why I DQ'd. Secondly, it's which finger you're going to use in order to activate the safety. Just for finger manipulation, if you're utilizing your trigger finger and you simply curl your hand under and utilize your index finger to activate your safety, nothing else is going to be near that trigger. However, the mistake I made was I came under and I used my middle finger to activate the trigger. And when you curl your middle finger, you can almost not prevent your ring finger and your pinky finger from following this finger. So when I went to activate my safety, and these being kind of numb and not feeling, my ring finger and my pinky finger were ahead of my middle finger, and at the same time I activated my safety, my ring finger clipped my trigger, and it was all over. As I was calling out safe and activated my safety, the gun went off, and it was my ring finger that was the culprit. Also have had it happen to the pinky finger. It can happen depending on what angle you are on your rifle. So let's move to the rifle really quick, and we'll just kind of go over how that happened and try to avoid it. I don't have a mag in the rifle. It's a safe rifle. I'm going to lock this back and remove the chamber flag. The chamber flag was just in the chamber, but I'm going to double check. We are safe. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close the action. So if I do clip this, you're going to hear the click of it going off with a dry fire. Okay? So you're behind your rifle, and on a normal situation behind your rifle, you're either going to have it here or curled, but deactivating your safety is really easy with your index finger right here. But now I'm done firing and I deactivate my safety. If I just curl under right here and I use my trigger finger to deactivate my safety, never an issue. I can do this all day long and never hit the trigger and have an ND. The problem is when I came up and I really use this finger, and as soon as I take this off, you can see how close my other fingers, when I curl, they want to curl towards the trigger, and that's all it took. And unfortunately, I had already come off the scope. I had come off the scope, and I had come up slightly, which changes my arm angle. So when I reached up to activate my safety right here, you can see that my ring finger is already touching my trigger, and that's all it took. It was just enough. As I was doing this, you just heard the click. It went off while I was activating my safety. So I'll lock this back. The other time it happened, I was actually on a bench similar to this, and I had finished my course of fire. Okay, I'd already finished my course of fire, and mag was in and everything, but it was a 14-round course of fire, so I had a fresh mag. There was one in the chamber. When I got finished, I was still on live. I had not activated my safety, so here I was on live, and I stood up. You know, you're done with the course of fire, that adrenaline rush. I stood up, and then I reached back down to drop my mag, and the magazine release is right there. So when I went to get my magazine release, I went forward, I came back to grab my magazine release. As I did, my pinky finger ran right across my trigger and set it off there, just trying to release my mag. So what I've learned from that situation is never come off when you're done with a stage of fire. Never come, that's in fire mode, never come off the rifle and relax like this, leaving this in a live state with the safety off. If I hadn't done that, that never would have gone off. So now, before I come off the rifle at all,
I might take my eye off class, but I'm always activating the safety, and then I go ahead, drop the mag, and we're all set. But guys, just remember, if it's less than 50, hot hands, so you can actually feel your fingers, and always utilize your trigger finger to safe and to come around and activate your safety here. Okay, safe on. Don't use these other fingers that will curl in and trip your trigger. All right, shoot safe, have fun out here, and I hope this helps 10-22 shooters having less NDs and ADs on the range. Thank you.